Maybe? Yes, of course I can explain it, because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Not more your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono, I shall have you head if you fail to explain this. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. Belle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. It was known that Mayor Tinman was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. Let's consider the following question. The facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene. Why did Jinxie see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma? Very good question indeed, and I suppose you have an answer for us. Sadly, you'd be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? And if she did, the question is, why did she do that? About the explanation, Mr. Justice, I believe the time of his questions is over. The defense asserts that Lauren LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what would make her do so? LaBelle was disguised. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence!
That is a complete impossibility. The faces are oddly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they do incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned is she couldn't see her father's face. How was it so disguised when she removed it? Oh, right. Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass. Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now we have that little fairy tale end of the way. Your baldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments. What's even left for me to do? Apollo, mirror what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Other than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. Other than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. Professor's mask is more precious than his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. There are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. Those are their masks are more important than life itself. What about the fact that it was the Amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn around? We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think you might have made a huge mistake. Your baldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The event has no proof. They never did and never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
I do have proof. Do you now? Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our sums upside down. Why did Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inexplicably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. Shocking secret identity will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's true identity. The Ninetales mask?
Take that!
Ah! What absolute claptrap! Poppycock, balderdash! You thought the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tin Mataro. That's why I believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales Vale. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. Or... we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tin wasn't Tin Mataro at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales. Whoa, what's this? You best explain yourself, Justice Dono. Where you drive to a far-fetched conclusion. Jinx seen him not do the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. You know, unbeknownst to her, it really was Florent La Belle in disguise.
Silence!
The accused and the deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. Little Skype would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember that Mr. Bell has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build, too? No one can speak through a mask, it sounds naturally different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
Mask Buster's disguise is more precious than life itself. The huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales. She'd never dare unmask him. Ah! Ah! This caused a mistaken identity. Also explains the riddle to the locked room. Then by all means, Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. Bell entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him the coffee laced some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. Bell killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he'd also drugged, in the forbidden chamber. He returned to the fox chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. The entire charade in place, Mr. Bell then let out a scream. And the scream that led Jinxie Tidma to the scene. Ah, so then... the person who said I killed him in Cubely was... Yep, that was Florent La Belle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence!
There's no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering. Let me finish making my case. Ah. Once Miss Tinman left the scene, Mrs. Bell, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber, so we could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber. Also, the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... right, it was the bell opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. Bell opened the door of the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Started Mr. Filch in its Mataro disguise, ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave us the scare of her life in the hallway. No one left to witness the events that had occurred. Mr. Bell then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. After dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. Bell threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence!
This absurd theory to work requires the defendant being the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the original merger. The invisible could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed in pursuing the merger. Mrs. Tinman's life would have been in danger if he openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as Amazing Ninetales. Ah, this is madness! Nobody could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except the killer is insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent La Belle more than qualifies. Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forget who I am. Mayor Tinman, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe as soon as Mr. Bell is arrested. You're the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? I... Changed your hair color again. You quite the active imagination. Mere Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Oh, has the mayor admitted to it yet? Let's just... And even if he did admit to this nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenmatara right here and now. What? Why you dare reveal the secret? My good friend, the alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions, now would it? The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say I am the amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? Mirton will do anything to keep the secret behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept in secret by the village superstitions. And the mayor admitted to being the amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth. Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. So now, Justice Dono. With the mayor's mission, your theory is as useless as you are in a battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo, don't you give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. Bell's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the trade of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case. You do hold the point there. Please answer this court, Mr. Bell. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not? Amazing Ninetales Trident. Amazing Ninetales Trident is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor never admits his utter nonsense. If he did admit to such nonsense, I'll expose the truth by Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Once speaking, if main Damien Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know the Alderman QB was the amazing Ninetales, anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales made their comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is amazing Ninetales, we'll have to get him to admit it himself. If he admits it, Bell's gonna expose the secret behind Tenmataro. We're so close, I know it. Let's make request of the witness.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the amazing Ninetales. I know he used his mask to create this illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence!
Nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence, no have you?
Objection!
Mr. Bell knows what the statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while it was still locked tight. Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Ultimate QB. You don't believe me? Just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead. Looks like they had jokes on you, my silly little friend. Apollo, you don't mind if I wring his neck? Wait in line, because I'm going first. Temper, anyway. What is that? Do we have that blackmail letter? No, we don't. Because he ripped it up, that's right.
Hold it!
Only not sincere in this court is you and your insertions. Such an anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms from a serene heart. Excuse me? I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Let this fragrance help the blossom. Will help this fragrance help the blossom with your bloom. Ah! You liked that, didn't you? Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on with your testimony before I slice you in a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please excuse me. I was saying the assertion of the witness asserted here and the other nonsense.
Hold it!
Just how did you learn of this so-called truth by Tinmataro? Alderman Kirby told me all about it. The secret of the hidden chamber and the truth behind Tinmataro. Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle? Because of the Alderman's wife. I was looking after her after she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much, he shared the secrets with me. Wait, did he just threaten the Alderman in addition to the mayor? Don't tell me that's how he learned to open the hidden chamber. He just said, I'm not part of revealing the truth by Tinmataro.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Tinmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. They don't know what the village superstitions say. Exactly. Telling others what Tinmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him. Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! And the truth is, Tinmataro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Ninetales Vale is about. Tinmataro is a great fortune. Come to think of it. That great dream. The greatest quick chance grandparent told me all about it. There's a treasure in there. Great, cool. Tinmataro actually be treasure. Telling the villagers that Tinmataro is terrifying yokai. It would have scared them away from the hidden chamber and the treasure within. That's why the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Well. Seems our ace attorney here has discovered the truth that must not be revealed. Your tenant looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tinmataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. As long as Tinmataro exists, huh? Mr. Belle, please add that statement to your testimony. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tinmataro exists.